Hello, you guys. Crystal Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning into Love. Welcome to another pick a card reading. I'm so grateful to be here with you guys. Thank you to all my amazing subscribers for all of your love and support and comments. Are just I'm so overwhelmed and so honored and humbled and I just love being here with you guys. So thank you for tuning in with me. And if you're new, welcome to my channel, you guys. Thank you for being a part of this amazing energy of just transformation and healing all around, like really amazing co-creators that I feel that I'm tuned into and delivering messages for. So thank you for being here. This message is a timeless love reading for those of you who feel resonant with the journey of divine partnership, twin flame, soulmate, deep soul connection, and you're feeling stuck for whatever reason, and it has to do with some sort of attachment, holding on to things from the past that are no longer serving. So I was guided to tune into love for the lovers, the divine counterparts, and the energy that the theme of the message is attachment. So there's an energy of change and shift, especially as we're entering into a new year. I know this is a timeless message, but I feel this energy of release and truly being able to let go of the past so that we can focus on growth and learning how to be more unconditionally loving in our whole lives in general, not just in certain relationships, but that first relationship beginning with ourselves. So yeah, let's see what messages come through, you guys. Tune in. There's 4 different groups here. We've got group 1, 2, 3, and 4. So take a moment if you need to. Trust your intuition. Trust what you feel pulled towards. And know that these messages are meant to affirm what you already know to be true for yourself. So always be discerning about what you're tuning into, what resonates with you, and that allows you to strengthen your own connection to yourself, knowing what is meant for you and what isn't. So it's a practice in strengthening that connection with your higher self, with your own intuition, and trust yourself. Trust what you know to be true, and you'll know if the message is for you. So let's get into this, because this energy of attachment is something that we have personal power over. You know, this is attachment to any sort of behaviors or habits that are keeping us stuck in a limited mindset or into old patterns or beliefs or ways of being that are keeping us from truly opening up and embracing. You know, she's taking off her mask. She's got a chain to this pole, but it's about recognizing that you have the power to take off the mask, to be true, to let go of things that are no longer serving you, and trust and claim your path. Trust in the path ahead, in your love, the power of your love to heal all things. So yeah, I just feel this big shift. So if you're drawn to this message and you've been feeling just stagnant or stuck or restricted, there's a big energy of change, and it has a lot to do with this, with your divine counterpart. So let's get into it, you guys. I'm gonna put this here, put these off to the side. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to start with group number 1. And group number 1, let's just get into it. I didn't complete my intro, but that's okay. We'll do that at the end of your message, you guys. I'm so grateful you're here with me. Thank you. This is such a beautiful opportunity to embrace truly moving forward. So let's see what your higher self, what the universe wants you to know about this energy and your divine partnership. We're going to start with this postcard from Spirit. On the front it says celebrate life, and it has like it's Pan or The green man is what it feels like, blowing into that flute. And it reminds me of my other deck where he's blowing into the flute and all the rainbow colors are coming out. It's like breathing new life. Celebrate life. I love it. So it says, dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. This is beautiful because what I'm already feeling from this message, the power of unconditional love unlocks our gifts, our innate knowings, our innate technology of our body, of our mind, our heart. Like it is the force. It is the life force energy. So as we are feeling that desire and calling in romantic partnership, divine partnership, and aligning to unconditional love, it begins to also unlock like all of these innate gifts and abilities within us. So I feel like, this is like you are beginning to become aware of these innate things within you and how it relates to the power of unconditional love and how certain people come into our lives and awaken us and trigger these things within us because it ignites that unconditional love, that connection that for whatever reason, it's like a catalyst that causes you to want to respond and become better and grow and learn. So it's like these desires are infused with miraculous powers. There's more beneath the surface to these desires that we have. It's not just being in a relationship with someone. It's so much bigger than that. So it's a divinely guided connection that is meant to become so much more than we ever imagined, in a sense of what it inspires within us. Oh my goodness. I feel a lot of everything's kind of like the hair standing up. I feel goosebumps. It's like you're breaking through something and really recognizing the power of love, and it's pretty powerful. So that is beautiful energy to begin the reading with. And I'll get into these later. Let's see what you got here. We're just going to go this way. So I pulled from the tarot. You've got the 9 of Wands, or rest and reconsider. The Queen of Wands. 3 of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. You've got the Temple Path, which this is a path that is filled with challenges and obstacles. It is truly the spiritual path. It's windy but it's the sacred path. Like you are learning so much wisdom and magic, deep ancient wisdom and knowing that you are here to bring forth. And it requires you to truly understand the light and the dark, as above, so below. So you've had to face things in your journey, in your path that maybe others haven't. Like you've had to overcome some things, but with it, you've gained some very deep awareness about who you are. And a part of it is discovering your spiritual gifts and innate qualities. Yeah, you've endured a lot. You've overcome a lot. And you're at a point where you're reevaluating things from the past and how far you've come, and where you're going. It's like with the Queen of Wands, manifesting from that very divine feminine place within, that spiritual place, that receptive intuitive place where you're able to receive the visions and allow things to unfold naturally. You know, it's like she's planted the seed of the sunflower, and she has focused on it and nurtured it and believed in it with everything. She knew that without a doubt that it would sprout into a sunflower. And here she is holding it like, yep, I planted that seed, I nurtured it, I watered it, I knew. Like she's been through the dark. She's very aware of her spiritual gifts, and she became aware of them through her willingness to face the shadows and to embrace them and to go there and to see that she is this divine infinite soul that can overcome anything. It's helped her develop her senses in the unseen and that intuitive knowing of when to water something, when to pull back, when to, you know, practice patience and compassion. She's very warm and nurturing and loving, and she knows how to inspire and bring out the best in others. And sometimes that can scare people, you know, because she inspires others to be their best versions. You know, she'll sit with you, you know, as you're going through something, but she will not allow you to perceive yourself as a victim. She's more of like you are the manifester and creator of your life, and it's having that inner power within you to know that you can manifest anything and be in that place of inspiration and warmth and it's like you're aligning to this energy of celebration and gratitude, appreciation. It's a beautiful energy with the Knight of Cups, creativity, moving forward in love. And it's taken, you know, it's taken a lot of strength to get here. So you are moving one day at a time, letting go of what is no longer serving you. And I feel like I'm going to look at the rest of the cards here. Laughter, you've got laughter here, astrology, destiny, new beginnings, blessing of Zara, which I'm not sure exactly what that means, the novice, full moon completion, time for a nap, detach from drama, release and surrender, and divine love. Look at this. So you are truly letting go of everything that is not of divine love and aligning to that path. And this is all a part of your destiny. It's like I'm not so familiar with this card. I've received it a few times, but it's like she is being purified in this light, in this blessing of the universe, and all that is no longer serving is just being like dissolved and purified. It's just, this light is washing through her and transmuting everything that is not of love. And it's a very, we'll read this here in a minute, but I also see a lot of purple and blues, and it's just the green. It's this very spiritual, grounded energy as you release and surrender. Release what no longer serves and surrender to your higher self. The laughter card reminds me of like really tuning into your childlike spirit, to the energy that brings out the laughter, the joy, the imagination, the unlimited possibilities, and really following that path, those relationships, because that is what your divine counterpart, you know, when you're with your divine counterpart, the laughter is just an effect, right? It's so natural. It's very genuine and authentic and childlike. It just happens. It's a byproduct of being in alignment. So with new beginnings here, time for a nap. The novice, this is in like destiny, new beginnings, divine love. Things are really shifting for you right now. And it's like, believe in the magic of this love as you truly believe and open up your heart and move forward in this divine love. Remember that this is, you know, this energy of the novice. It's also a number 5. Innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice, unstable curiosity. So it's about being humble and recognizing that we don't know everything, that there's so much that we don't know. And when we surrender to that and understand that our higher self does know, our higher self can see the bigger picture and is guiding us in every moment, and we don't need to know everything. That allows us to let go, to open up to new ideas and possibilities and relationships and patterns and things that are inspiring and creative, you know, that we are able to be curious and know that we are going to make mistakes. You know, it's all a part of being human. It's letting go of perfection and allowing yourself to be a novice again, allowing yourself to rediscover what love is, and trust your heart, trust your intuition as it's moving you forward. You know, let go of anything that is attached to the fear-based consciousness, to the ego, to the lack, the limitation, habits, relationships, environments, things that just bring you down, that lower your vibration, that make you feel weighted, that make you feel restricted. Tune into your heart. You know, is my heart opening? Does it feel like it wants to welcome this opportunity, or is it like constricting and it's like, no, this doesn't feel right? You know, and if it feels right and you go forward and you make mistakes, it doesn't matter, because the energy of unconditional love is forgiving. It's about understanding that you are detaching from drama, you're healing. It's, you know, time for a nap is like when there's nothing left to do. It's just time to rest and rejuvenate and breathe and take care of yourself, nurture yourself and your well-being, and so that you can recharge and move ahead with that childlike innocence and curiosity of discovering. So full moon completion here, this is like you're completing this chapter of your life and you're moving forward in a new direction. And I see a new beginning here in divine love. You know, it's detaching from the drama. This is like destiny here. Astrology, destiny. I feel like this has a lot to do with the divine timing of things, and this is the time. You know, things from the past are no longer satisfying and fulfilling that feeling. You know that you're on the path to love and you're ready for it. Like, you're just ready for it, and it's coming. It's on its way. I want to read this little interpretation of divine love for you. This is a card from Earth Wisdom. I just like learning these cards. I haven't had them too long. So the rose is what's the flower that's symbolized in this card, and it's a well-known symbol of unconditional love and healing. The rose is my favorite, of course. And rose quartz amplifies love, compassion, and kindness. You may want to tap into the energy of roses and rose quartz and just surround yourself with that earthly energy of unconditional love, just to remind you that you're surrounded by that, and that's your path, and that's what you're manifesting. That energy of beauty. So it says, we are humans who carry within us the light of the divine, and as such, we are capable of expressing that love, even when circumstances make it difficult. It's easier to slip into love and compassion when you've experienced it yourself. Open yourself up to divine love. Make a commitment to it. Bind yourself to it. Tie a ribbon around your wrist to remind you of your divine marriage. I am loved. I am committed to nurturing my loving relationship with the divine and with all beings. I love this. So it's, you know, it's making that commitment first and foremost to yourself, that you are committed to divine love, to the path of divine love. And as you commit to yourself, you begin to naturally attract that into your life. So your divine counterpart is, it's simply a matter of time before things are manifesting in that way. So I feel like your higher self is saying, stay focused. As this divine love, this divine relationship, whatever this is, it's already done. And it's simply a matter of you knowing that and fulfilling and embodying and demonstrating your energy as your true self, as the divine love that you are. This is a message from your divine counterpart. And these are cards that I'll hear a phrase or I'll hear whatever, and I just write them down on these old playing cards that I have. So I have a whole stack of them, and I picked 3 messages for each group here. So we'll see how it all ties together. But the cards that you got are yes. I wish I was kissing you instead of missing you, and I am so tired of missing you. So this, it almost tells me that this is someone from your past that you are connected to on a very deep, beautiful, divine love level. You guys are connected. It's divine love, and it's the person that you're thinking about. So yes, this may affirm what you already know to be true. Of course, take what resonates with you, but this is from the higher self of your divine counterpart. So however it applies to you, you'll know. But I feel like this message is saying that there is a new beginning here. There is healing that is happening, and there's a completion, a cycle that needed to complete, lessons that needed to be learned, wisdom that needed to be gained. Pallas Athena is the goddess of wisdom. She is very powerful in standing in her truth and using her sword in the way of truth for the highest good of all. But she prefers to walk away. She prefers to detach from drama and not be engaged with it, because when we're engaged, we're contributing to that energy. So it's knowing when to walk away, when to, making that choice to detach from the energy of drama itself and observing where that is in your life and being willing to have the courage to cut it out, to walk away from anything that is not serving your highest good. And you notice like all the purple in this card, and I noticed the purple and the greens and the purple, and taking a break, it's connecting to your higher self, to that spiritual higher self, the being able to see things from a higher perspective and what you truly want to connect to, which is divine love. So it's about releasing and surrendering to allow this new beginning to come in for you. It's something that's, I feel, was always destined, with destiny here. And you're manifesting it. Trust your intuition. You're very intuitive. And as you connect with, friends and family that are, or even just others of like mind, that see you for who you are, that celebrate and support your success and appreciate your energy and what you're all about. I feel like that's helping you take action and moving forward in love and following your inspiration and your creativity and being able to express that. Because you've spent a lot of time really going within, really getting to know who you are, and there's a cycle completing. So it's time to rest and really just take a look at everything. And as you do, it's like you're moving forward and letting go and allowing this beautiful new energy of renewal, being the novice, learning, growing, allowing that in. So I want to read this really quick. This is the Rumi deck by Alana Fairchild, and I just love this deck. A dear sister friend sent it to me, and I just love Rumi, and I felt that was appropriate for a love reading, for sure. So, yes, group number one, I really feel like this is a divinely guided relationship from your past. Just because of the I am so tired of missing you. I feel like it's like yes, you know, but it's about honoring free will and trusting the mystery, trusting the universe, and understanding that you are responsible for you and your energy and what you choose to contribute, how you choose to look at this and heal and move forward. And everyone has free will. So just knowing at the end of the day, really, that you're guided at all times, and really tuning into what you really want, you know, what you're really truly desiring, what you're willing to put up with, I guess, and what you're not. It's like, you know what you don't want, so stay true to what you do want. Stay true to the energy of divine love, and I feel it. I feel this beautiful new beginning. So I want to read this here. It says, let go of thought. Don't take it into your heart. You are naked, and thought is like ice. You are thought to seek release from suffering and pain. Okay, wait. You use thought to seek release from suffering and pain, while thought is the cause of your suffering and pain. The realm of creation is outside the scope of thought. O foolish one, see the opus and behold the beauty. Look in the direction from which the image flows. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. Oh, I know you will open your mouth even wider to scream like the terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth wide and draw breath to bemoan the outrageous travesty of your loss, I shall shove my divine finger, dripping with nectar, into your gaping mouth. I'll let you suckle then, surprised and contented by the sweetness that surpasses all other sweets. My goodness, that is that was intensely deep. So that's from Rumi there. It says, when we are hungry, we reach for what food is available. If we are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us, only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in a most uncomfortable and dissatisfied state. Your soul needs better quality food. It has been detoxing. You have been shedding old thoughts, feelings, pains, and struggles. Memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul like parasites being expunged. And now your soul, thus cleansed, is in need of genuine nourishment to restore it to full radiance and vitality. Love will feed your hungry soul. Nothing less shall suffice. No sweet-talking charmer, hell-bent on seducing and moving on, will make the grade. No, it has to be nothing less than genuine romancing by the great beloved, to feed, comfort, and nurse you into radiance. Only that divine finger, dipped in the heavenly honey, can be taken in by your soul now. All else will seem as empty junk by comparison. But we can summon the strength to overcome habitual and mindless attempts at feeding on lesser substances. Oh yes, the great beloved shall storm through the kitchen and with military precision clear out the cupboards, for only the best and finest, most decadent and delicious shall do for you. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are being given a blessing of Zara, a radiance of brightness. This blessing has a purpose. It is to clear out that which would obstruct your full unfoldment to support the divine jewel of your soul in shining. You are being given an opportunity, supported by life, by the earth, by the grace of the divine beloved, to shed toxins from your being. These may be physical, and they may equally be of emotional, psychic, or psychological origin. They may come from this or another lifetime. You may understand consciously what is being released, or you may not. If you are sensitive, you may feel symptoms of detoxification at a physical level, even if what you are releasing is emotional or psychological in nature. You are encouraged to complete the sacred honoring ritual, to stay adequately hydrated, and to be moderate rather than excessive in your approach. Give your body and mind time to rest and replenish so that blessing can be fully received, right? The time to rest card, the completion of this cycle. If you've been unwell or struggling to let go of an issue, this oracle comes as a portent of imminent healing back to good health and of release of an issue into resolution and divine radiance. It is only a matter of timing, and that timing is imminent. This oracle also brings you the message that if something appears to be leaving your life, even something painful to release, it is because it is no longer healthy for you or no longer supporting of life for you. There is something more loving and beautiful awaiting. Do not try to feast upon scraps. Stop scraping in the dirt for stale breadcrumbs. Rise up and move towards the seat at the heavenly table gleaming before you, for a greater feast awaits your attendance. Okay? My goodness. So I'll read this sacred honoring ritual, and I will try to remember to put it in the comments for you guys. So check in the comments. If it's, I'll pin it in the first comment for you guys. Say aloud, I call upon Al-Zahra, the merciful divine one, shining with grace, and Rumi, who loves me without condition. I call upon the healing angels, and I say the following declaration. With grace, I accept the shedding of that which is no longer worthy of me. I allow myself to release with merciful grace what no longer feeds my soul with the truest of nourishment. I open to receive through unconditional love, healing support, intervention, and protection, that I may shine with the divine radiance bestowed upon me in this blessing. I surrender my attachment to scraps and open my mind, body, and soul to the great feast. In profound gratitude, I bow to the compassion that leads me to the banquet of love now. So be it. And then it says, lie down and rest for however long you need. Healing will happen during this time, so try to rest for at least 5 to 25 minutes more if possible. Following your rest, you may also like to have a shower or bath using a handful of regular salt as a gentle body scrub to support your psychic and physical cleansing process. Enjoy this as an act of self-love. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. So that is beautiful, you guys. And yeah, the salt scrubs are great in the shower because they really do help cleanse the etheric body. They restore balance to the energy, and it helps you really let go of things. So especially those thoughts, thoughts are invisible, they're energy. And so whatever we can do to support the nourishment of our body to help it be more clear and operate, so that we can operate at our being our best selves, we need to support our physical bodies and minds and spirits. So you guys are doing it. You're letting go of things, and it's challenging. And it's the temple path. You've chosen a path that's difficult, but it's because you're one of the most strongest people. You've chosen to be strong. You've chosen, you know that you have what it takes, and it requires a lot of courage and bravery, but it's something that you can be proud of. It's a path that you can walk with your head held high, and you won't take the love, the true divine love that you are destined for granted. I get a feeling from this of love being taken for granted, and learning the value of that lesson, which is appreciating love and not taking it for granted anymore. So it's beautiful because as we let go of all that no longer serves us, we recognize that only love is real, that everything we've let go of was just illusion of love, that it was never love to begin with. And so as we let go of those things, and the true love energy really begins to fill that space, it's like, wow, it's just so much opens up, and it's surrendering, it's releasing, and you don't need to hold on or really let go of something that's meant to be yours. It just is, and it becomes effortless. There's no more conflict between duality. It's this divine love where you're living in contentment and well-being, and being able to be present in the moment, to create and celebrate and look forward to things in your life, you know. So it's just beautiful, you guys. I love this. This is message number 1. I truly hope that this resonated with you, and you know, of course, always listen to your intuition. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. I just thank you so much for tuning in with me, and I truly hope that this message inspires you to focus on just becoming your true self, being your best self, being the love that you are, and allowing this love to inspire the creativity within you, to overcome things, to know yourself on levels that you would have never known had this connection or this love not been known in your life. It's what allows us to let go of things that are not true to who we are. And that is a huge gift if you have the courage to receive it, to take it on. And you do. You are. This is what you came here to do. So it's your destiny. It is so beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. And I thank you so much for your subscribes, your likes, your comments, your shares. You guys, your comments are just, my heart is, it like overflows. Like I don't even know. It leaves me speechless sometimes. And I'm looking forward to higher speed internet so I can be on there responding to your comments more often. But I love being connected to you guys, and thank you, because I learned so much right with you. I walk with you, and I'm so grateful. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those that request personal readings and my Patreons. And please follow me on Instagram if you're on there. And otherwise, you guys, I am sending you so much love and strength, and just keep doing what you're doing. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, and I will see you next time. All my infinite love as always. Peace out, you guys. All right, group number 2. How are you guys? Oh, let's see what your higher self would like you to know. We're going to start with this postcard from Spirit and just get the message started off this way. So on the front of this card, it says, "You are not alone." And there's like an angel blowing a trumpet. I love the oranges. It's a lot of confidence and music, passion, inspiration. It says, "Dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's shown up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much, we really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Loving you so, so much." Oh my goodness, you are definitely not alone. This is a part of transmuting fear into love. You know, this is a part of where, you know, this is that where that phrase comes from, the truth hurts. You know, it's like, oh my goodness. So much comes up in my thoughts with this, because I've been here and experienced this, but it's so beautiful because it's a very humbling experience, and it opens you up to such a great connection with who you really are and what this life's all about, and shows you your true power. You begin to see what true power is and how it lives within you. And so it's very humbling and very, very empowering. It's a very again, the shift that's happening right now. So let's see what's going on here. These I'm going to pull off to the side. This is a message from your divine counterpart. These are cards where I've written like statements or phrases that I've heard from just all sorts of different places, of thoughts that we have as people. So we'll look at that here in a little bit. I want to see what you've got here. So we've got Magician and the Mirror, which is beautiful. Third Eye Chakra, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Resplendent with Grace, the number 24 from the Rumi deck, Make a Wish, number 1, Coins, Abundance, Study, the Dragon, Power, Strength, DNA, Karma, Mending, the number 52, Take Charge of the Situation, Moses, Reward Yourself, from the Angels, and Go with the Flow, Earth Wisdom. Wow. You are really learning about your true nature as a magician, as a co-creator with the universe, as a true magician or wizard or alchemist, like magic and energy and consciousness. And it's like you're like beginning to become aware that like life is like way more magical and epic than once known. And I feel like you're in this period of really learning and growing and studying and becoming more aware of your gifts, your spiritual path, the nature of life, of energy, of frequency, vibration, telepathy, being connected to your higher self, to that different dimensions of consciousness. I feel like you're someone who is learning about energy patterns and the patterns within your own personal life, your relationships, the things that were rooted in fear consciousness, and how you're here to transmute and turn that fear into love, to gain the wisdom, to pass it along. You're like breaking chains. You're coming out of, I feel like, lack consciousness, poverty consciousness, into the value of what true unconditional love is, the worth and value, what true abundance is, and prosperity. You're really the magician. It's like you're here to be a divine reflection, and you're really learning what that is, how you manifest and co-create your own reality. Wow. There's a lot of mending and healing, and you really taking charge of your life, and learning how to go with the flow and be patient. It's like I feel temperance here of alchemy, like the magician, like it's all this. The dragon is here right now with you on this leg of your journey, and I feel like this has a lot to do with divine love, divine counterparts, partnership, because you are becoming, your true self, your divine reflection, so that as you come into union with your other half, you are looking at your divine reflection in the mirror. Basically, it's this energy of really learning about what true unconditional love is. This love has inspired that within you. It's helped you become aware of your gifts and awakened you to things. It's helping you come out of, I feel like, any sort of issues around money or finances, lack, limitation, family beliefs and programs rooted in poverty or lack consciousness. Because I feel like this is a very abundant time for you. You're coming into prosperity and abundance and good fortune and good luck. And, it's like make a wish. This is like make a wish. All your desires are coming true. Whatever it is that you truly desire is coming true for you right now. Your vibration, your energy. As you come out of denial or, suppressing things within you, as you let go of limiting thoughts or programs or beliefs that you came into this life with, you know, because I feel like this is part of, um, it's the law of cause and effect, and becoming aware of that and being that change and returning to those innate instincts within you, bringing, you know, the karma in your lineage, in your energy back to balance and back to that 0 point where you can create from that pure place of unconditional love. With the Ace of Swords here, I feel like it's the Page of Pentacles. It's like through choosing unconditional love, choosing to call in this unconditional love, it's allowed you to really tap into your innate worth and gifts and what you have to offer this world, you know, feeling that energy of love and being inspired by it, and how it inspires you to inspire others, you know, to make others, it's like, you know, there's a better way. You're tapped into the quality, the energy of love, and what that energy brings into the physical world, what it brings peace of mind, you know, into the mental realm, into your thoughts and your ability to make decisions and be connected. So it's like you are connected to your higher self, and I really feel like what you're letting go of is who you thought you were, and embracing who you really are. I don't know. It's I want to see this Magician and the Mirror card. I want to read it because I'm still getting familiar with this deck, you guys. This is the Energy Oracle deck. Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. So it's knowing and using your true power. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought, and the flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive the Magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the future will clear into brilliant reality. So this is a time for you to really tap into your inner power and strength and claim what it is that you're desiring, what you want, what you came here to do, to claim your power, to claim your worth, to claim what you desire, and make that wish as you ask the universe for what it is that you want with that intention in your heart. Believe it to be so. Know that it is coming your way. You know, tap into that energy that is true, which is abundance, which is prosperity. Reward yourself, you know. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. So, wow. I mean, this is really beautiful. I feel like you're in this beautiful energy of grace and humility. Like, you've been able to look at yourself in the mirror and see, you know, where your choices were made in fear and how you're now choosing to make choices in love, and you're able to forgive yourself. You're able to see yourself as human and to recognize that you're able to forgive and make a different choice. You're growing, you're learning, and I feel like there's a relationship, you know, this could be with your divine counterpart, where it's this energy of mending and healing and reconciling, coming together and being able to see through those eyes of unconditional love, see the value and worth, the innate beauty in each soul, and healing, you know, as you're taking charge of your own life, your own healing. That energy, of course, as above, so below. It ripples out. It's what you attract. And so there's an opportunity for mending, just not within your own self, but in your divine counterpart, but with others in your life. You know, this energy of when you feel called to mend something, or when someone comes to mend something, it's being able to act on that calling, on that knowing, on being able to show up and be and demonstrate the love that you know you are. It's like being able to demonstrate, the opportunity to demonstrate unconditional love, no matter what has happened in the past. You know, it's a beautiful energy of, I always feel like I'm a divine feminine mother energy with this card. It's like mending the holes, or, you know, the things that are broken, we can always mend when the love is there. So, but it requires us to be humble, to tune into that energy of grace and humility and being real and authentic. So not letting things like money and ego and status get in the way, but instead seeing the true energy, the true value of what abundance and prosperity is. And it's not easy to do, but you know, going with the flow. I love this because it's embracing, you know, life. It's embracing your path. It's embracing your power and using it for the highest good, which is attracting you to the one that you're meant to be with, if you're not in union already. If you are, I feel like this is expanding in consciousness, expanding in how to co-create as master co-creators, you know, being in alignment with yourself and with another, and learning and growing and nurturing yourself at the same time, being in tune with your own divine mind and connection to your higher self, and working through whatever things that are going on within you. It's like, no matter what, as long as you tune into that humble place within you, resplendent with grace. I just feel like there's like this energy of knowing that the true power is in that grace, that softness, that place of ease and patience, and going with the flow and choosing peace and mending. And it's like taking charge of that. You're taking charge of that energy, the direction of where that energy is flowing. And so I feel like Spirit's saying, go with the flow. You are in alignment, and, you know, letting go of what is not yours, letting go of limiting programs and beliefs, and studying, learning. I feel like you have a lot of gifts in terms of alchemy, energy, telepathy, vibration, being really connected to your third eye and the vision, the sight. So that's something to nurture and strengthen as well. I want to look at this Rumi card here. This is from the Rumi deck. So this is a little poem that goes with this card. Greetings from my heart to you who are always with me. Hidden inside is the heart. You are the compass of my life. My course is your way, no matter where I go. You exist everywhere and in everything, always watching over us. My soul brightens in the darkness when I speak your name. Far beyond the body, there is an opening from my heart into yours. Through that opening, I send you secret messages like the moonlight. I polish the mirror of my heart to be your reflection. I make my ear the receiver for the tenderness of your words. You are in the ear, you are in the mind, you are in every burning heart. What am I saying? You are I. This is my way to describe you. Your divine grace clothes me in robes of sky blue and blood red. As a shimmering galaxy of compassion within the field of which no being is excluded, the darkness of night is illuminated. and all creatures are bathed in the fine golden hue of your presence. There is only beauty beheld now, for there is nothing that is not of your artistry, of your divine hand, generous with its grace. It is difficult to see your magnificence. Is it difficult to see your magnificence? Without a mirror the size of a galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are? You must just catch glimpses of your truth now and then. Oh, if you could see yourself as I see you in all your glorious fullness of being. You are swathed in robes of grace, so light and freeing that they do not weigh you down, and yet so luscious and full that you cannot help but stir the movement of all of creation as you step this way and that. Of course, it matters not to grace whether you see or do not see, for grace simply is, without witnessing being required. Yet you might live rather differently, my beloved, should you realize you are not only worthy of grace, but actually dripping with it, saturated with divine presence, so rich it leaks out of you and causes sunlight to pool at your holy feet. Oh yes, you are resplendent in holiness and sanctity. Should you come to know this as I do, you would take each step with awe and reverence. You would decide that not a thing in your world could be classed as mundane, and decide with bold fervor that you are living in godliness and must create your world through choices that honor love. No fear, even the most stubbornly persistent, would be able to withstand the sight of your magnificent beating heart, so wild with life. In the sight of that wild heart, you would have to call all your fears close to you, soothing them with your words of love, like riled children in need of tenderness and quiet. Then when rested, you would wake them from their slumber, and they would arise as falcons ready to soar to the height of your most daring visions. Hunting for life to feed them, they will ensure the ample grace pulsing within your heart has its chance to come to life in the world and serve love. This oracle comes to you with a message. You may be wondering if you can attain this next stage of growth in your life. You are already well equipped to do so, no matter what you might believe about the situation, circumstances, or others involved, even yourself. You have within your soul possession more than enough grace to see you through anything you are bold enough to envision for yourself, or for any vision you feel life has bestowed upon you. So pray through unconditional love to access all that you are, to be supported by those beings that love you without condition. Pray to realize that you are so drenched in sacred grace that the well of your being is full. All that is needed to nurture you onto the next step of your path is within you now. Success is yours, but you must believe in your ability, your readiness, and your capacity to take this next phase of the journey now. How would it be otherwise? For you are one with grace. Okay? Wow, this is beautiful. I feel like it's just truly letting go of everything you once knew, because you are this amazingly divine, infinite, spiritual self being of love, and it's like embrace it, embrace it. It's magical, and this is a message from your divine counterpart, whoever they may be, from their higher self. You are giving me hope and strength. I am learning about the twin flame journey, and all music is reminding me of you. So, wow, there's the energy of study, learning, growing. I feel like this is reminding you that you are this beautiful light. You are this divine reflection. You came here to be a divine reflection of unconditional love, no matter what. This is about choosing to be that divine reflection of unconditional love, no matter what. Whether we are where we want to be or not, that we are still true to that which we are. And I feel like this journey is helping you truly step into that, so that you can manifest the life you were always meant to. And it's all a part of that journey. It's all a part of the path. Being the student is just as important as becoming the teacher. It's all the magician in the mirror. It's becoming that which you are. And you are giving me hope and strength. It's like I feel this energy of inspiration, and all music is reminding me of you. This to me is very telepathic communication. And with music, what I've noticed for myself is that music is love songs. It's that divine love. And no matter what, when there is that one person that you feel that divine love with, all music will remind you of them no matter what you do. There's nothing you can do, because it's that feeling. It's that connection that is so beyond your control. So trust your guidance, your inner guidance, your intuition, your psychic gifts, your connection to energy, and being able to read patterns and understanding cause and effect and alchemy, how you are an alchemist of energy. Allow yourself to learn about your spiritual gifts and qualities, because that's going to allow you to really tap into the power of that grace that you are. Wow. I think this is beautiful. It's like, I don't know. It's just very powerful and beautiful. So keep letting go of the attachments and moving forward, and recognizing that you truly are this amazing manifester of unconditional love. And so that is what you are manifesting. That is what is. There is no doubt about it. So it's just a matter of divine timing and taking it one step at a time, nurturing this path of truth and love, and going with the flow, okay? Which I know is not always the easiest thing to hear, but it's what allows us to let go and practice non-attachment, going with the flow. It's the practice. So now's the time to go with the flow and trust, and know that everything that you desire is there for a reason, and it's all manifesting, and it's the power of your choice to embrace that. It's all meant to be. So I love this. Okay, reward yourself, take care of yourself, trust your intuition and your higher self, where it's guiding you. And there's messages. I mean, so many messages coming through that are guiding you towards this divine union. Okay. Thank you guys. I hope this message resonated and brought some affirmation and just guidance moving forward. I thank you so much for all of your subscribes, likes, comments, and shares. I'm so grateful, you guys. I love you guys so, so much, and I'm so honored to be on this journey with you and to walk this path with you. If you're interested in a personal reading or connecting with me on Patreon or my Instagram, those links are down below. But other than that, you guys, I'm with you all in heart and spirit, walking with you, and stay strong, stay true to you. And I'll see you again very soon for the next pick a card. All my infinite love always. Peace out. All right, group number 3. How are you guys? Welcome to your reading. So let's see what your higher self has to say about any sort of attachments that you're working through at this time. Let's start with this postcard from Spirit. It says, you are beauty. Yes, you are. You are beauty. I love it. I don't know what kind of animal that is, a deer, a reindeer, or gazelle, or I don't know, but I just love it. So it says, dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world. Okay. Dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to, and when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. Loving you always and forever. Oh my goodness. So you're here to be love, divine unconditional love, and you know you're meant to be with a divine partner, and so you will be. That is a knowing you have for a reason, and you are here to be a co-creator of that divine unconditional love. So it's not about how it's going to happen, it's just knowing that it is going to happen, and it's a matter of time, and it's being able to be present to the unfoldment of it. So let's see what else you've got here. And these are 3 little messages from your divine counterpart. And this is like just a deck that I have playing cards that I write different phrases and sayings and things that I hear from different places, and I write them on this old deck that I have. So I picked 3 different things that are from your divine counterpart's higher self, and we will look at that in a moment. But I want to see what cards you got here. So we've got 3rd chakra, Archangel Hamiel. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce his name. But the 3rd chakra, the heart chakra. Okay, so I feel a lot of solar confidence, a lot of light and heart openings here. Queen of Pentacles, Hanged Man, and the 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. And the Lover and the Beloved. Okay. Oh, wow. The love, and look at this, acceptance of love. These cards, look how similar they are. They're both divine counterparts embracing each other in a kiss. True love's kiss. Wow. Okay. My goodness. This feels like a very, and look at the greens and golds, how this is coming out green and gold. Patience. Wow. Geomancy, patience, body care, focus, spring equinox, rebirth, flexible. Wow, look at all the colors in these cards, you guys. Purification, daydream, and truth. Oh, wow. I feel like there's a focus here on stability in the physical world. I feel like there's this energy of nurturing the quality of energy in your physical environment, within your body, your home, your environment. And the earth energy is very dense. It's very slow. When I see geomancy here with patience, it's like it's dense, so it moves slower, so it requires a level of patience and understanding that nature evolves at its own divine timing, and you can't force it or rush it. It's like you've got to understand that it requires a certain amount of divine timing. And I feel like this is an energy where you're like very rooted in your heart and in your being, like your identity of who you are. This Queen of Pentacles energy is very nurturing and loving and grounded and practical. She can take care of herself. She's very independent. She's very nurturing and loving to others. She knows how to take care of herself and her own well-being. She's not afraid to give herself what she needs to be strong and able to nurture others, right? Because we can't really nurture and take care of anyone else unless we do that for ourselves first. So she's very aware of the balance that's required. She's very in tune with abundance and prosperity. She knows that nature is abundant, love is infinite, and she values it. She doesn't take that for granted, and she allows that energy to guide her, you know, to be flexible when she needs to be. There's this energy of focusing on building this solid foundation of the 10 of Pentacles here. It's like I feel like you've gone through some experiences that have had you reevaluating things and really contemplating what is worth investing your time and energy into, what is worth focusing your energy on. Is this energy contributing to my foundation, to the growth and stability of my foundation and my family, of our well-being, of nurturing our unique expressions? Is this an energy that's allowing love to come in? Like there's this energy of really living with your full truth, who you really are, and opening your heart. And I feel like you're letting go of maybe not taking things so personal in life, not taking others so personal, and recognizing that what others say and do really has nothing to do with you, but more of how you choose to respond to life, how you choose to show up and embody unconditional love and being in your heart and being in your truth. And you're like going through some sort of rebirth, with the spring equinox card here, and purification and acceptance of love. It's like, I feel like you've gone through a lot of changes and experiences that have helped you really get clear on aligning with this beautiful legacy that you're here to leave, this foundation of unconditional love that you're a part of, that you're building. And I think for you, it's, I very much resonate with this, but it's like learning to be adaptable and flexible, and to have your roots, very deeply anchored in your heart, in love, and allowing yourself to bend and move with the storms of life, and not allowing that to, take you away from who you really are. It's opening your heart again too, and trusting that, the one that is meant for you is your divine reflection and loves you unconditionally as you love them unconditionally. And you're willing to be patient and wait for the right one. It's like, I feel like you're being guided to really focus on your own self-care, your own love. And here we have the Lover and the Beloved, the number 35, which is the 8 card. And this is beautiful. I mean, this is that's your divine counterpart right there. And I just want to see if it says anything. I don't think I'm going to read the whole thing. The poem though that goes with it is, when you move beyond consciousness, you caress the beloved. When you move into the unknown, beyond everything, the beloved caresses you. So I feel like you're really stepping into this new chapter of your life in an expanded awareness, and it's like you're seeing things from a whole new perspective. You've gone through this period of enlightenment, of really feeling into, if you haven't, you're being guided to really feel into your daydreams, what you're really daydreaming about, what it's making you feel, and allowing yourself to be flexible, to move. Let me see here. Oh my goodness, I just lost it. Lost the page, you guys. I'm sorry, that was it. Okay, that was the little poem that went with it, but I feel like you've been going through a period of purification and really letting go of anything that was causing you to doubt yourself or causing low self-confidence. Like, you've really been working on your self-esteem and finding your confidence again, and being really true to who you are, walking in your truth and discovering what that truth is for yourself. I want to read the third chakra here for you. Emotions of desire, life force energy. So, yeah, I mean, with the third chakra here, this is your life force energy. This is your vitality, your inspiration, that confidence to really follow your desires, that which fills your cup. So this is about connecting to your heart and accepting love in, following your truth, and building that legacy. You're here to build a legacy of love. Um, and I feel like you are, you are in a period where you're going it on your own right now. But it's to discover your truth. And I say that too because your divine counterpart, we have my fears, my fear-based choices are weighing on me. I am facing my fears and I am avoiding my feelings. So this is about understanding that we all have to face our own fears. We all have to go within our own selves to take responsibility for our own energy, that we are each responsible for our own energy, and we can't save anyone. We can't force anyone or make anyone see anything. All we can do is take responsibility for our own fears, our own pain, our own wounds, and choose to heal, choose to move forward, choose to be that light, that inspiration, and to follow our path, whatever that is, to be that divine reflection. Like in the last message, it was like to be that divine reflection no matter what, who's in your life, what situation you're in, that you're choosing love no matter what. And your divine counterpart is experiencing what fear-based choices create, that cause and effect, and it's recognizing that we ourselves were at that place at some point in time, that we made choices based in fear, and there comes a point where those choices begin weighing on you. They become feeling burdensome and heavy, and at some point you reach that place where you're like, enough is enough, and that's when you have that epiphany and that awakening. So if they are avoiding their feelings, it's simply a matter of time before those feelings come to the surface, because they're there, they exist, and they exist for a reason. So I feel like you need to let go of needing to fix anyone or save anyone, and focus on being that beautiful example of what unconditional love is, of facing, and healing your own life, and taking, the Queen of Pentacles, she's a boss, and she takes care of herself and her family and her well-being. She doesn't need to rely on anything or anyone outside of herself. She's very grounded and rooted in the physical world. She's a master manifester, which tells me that you're very good at manifesting and tuning into that quality of nurturing. So this journey is serving you. This divine union, this relationship, this connection is actually what is allowing you to step into your true worth and light and power of co-creating and being flexible and being open to accept love, and showing you how you can focus your energies in a way that is honoring of your truth and your expression, and fulfilling your well-being at the same time. And I feel like this is, a part of your journey, that we are here to awaken each other. We are here to inspire each other and be that divine reflection for each other. And by choosing to honor your path and what you're being asked to confront in your life, you inspire those you're meant to be with to do the same, right? So as you face those things in your life and become flexible and open to love and all of these things, it triggers that energy in your divine counterpart to face their fears, to recognize that there is a better way. And ultimately, it's about learning how to love ourselves unconditionally and trust ourselves, and being able to stand behind our decisions and be these amazing co-creators that we came here to be. So I feel a lot of beautiful energy in this reading and in this connection. So I hope that this just brings you comfort and relief that you're on the right path. And I feel like Spirit always has me delivering messages that are sometimes hard to hear, but it's so important for our growth to embrace all parts of our journey, the separation, the togetherness, to take what we can from each situation and ask ourselves what we have to learn, what we have to gain. And when we do that, we can sleep at night. Our conscience isn't heavy with regrets and what ifs. It's clear, even if we don't understand everything. So be okay too with not knowing how everything is going to unfold, not knowing all the details, but just knowing that by choosing to align with love and with your divine union, that is the path you're on, and you will be guided, and all the pieces will fall into place. The universe is guiding you and your divine counterpart to all the situations and things that we need to go through in order to come to that perfect moment in time. So this whole part of your journey is allowing you to really see the beauty. Look at the beauty here of the green and the golds. I just feel this very earthly, grounded energy that would not have been possible without becoming aware of what we needed to let go of, right? And so you're doing that. And I even see in this card that it's like the greens and the golds. It's like very abundant, rich, green, life force, vital, golden. It's golden. This connection is golden, which to me is divine unconditional love. And it's only this love that gets us to let go of the things that are no longer serving us, you know. There is, because we know it's worth it. So I think this is beautiful, and I hope that this message brought you some affirmation and comfort and guidance. Definitely take care of yourself. I feel like you're learning to take care of yourself better and better every day, that you're really tuning into that, and you've been able to really see things from a whole new perspective because of this connection and this relationship that's allowing you to purify mind, body, soul, and be reborn into who you really truly are, with all this depth and dimension and color and expression of your truth, you know. It's like music and harmony. You're just beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. So wow, I love this. I hope that this message resonated, you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. I'm so honored, so grateful to be here with you guys. It means the world to me to be able to deliver these messages, and I learned so much with you, and I'm so grateful. And thank you guys. If you'd like to connect with me for a personal reading, or my Patreon page, or my Instagram, those links are down below. I would be absolutely honored. But until next time, I'm sending you all my infinite love as always, you guys. Take very good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Peace out. Okay, group number 4. How are you guys? So group number 4, what does your higher self, universe, want you to know about letting go of any attachments right now on your journey? It says you are divine beauty. I love this. You are divine beauty. I love the colors in this card. And it's a peacock standing on top of a urn or an urn, a vase, a vase, I don't know. Beautiful. It says, dearest you, we're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer. In your favor, affirmative, we say. Loving you so very much. So what I'm feeling about this is it's about being very clear about these desires that you have within you, and that you are here to be a part of life and to receive, to give and to receive love. Your needs, your desires, they're meant to be met. Your needs are to be met. The universe wants to meet your needs. So it's being very clear and honest with yourself about what you need in order to feel unconditionally loved. And that begins with meeting your own needs first. So not being afraid to ask for what you need, and asking for what you need requires us to know what we need. So this is, I feel like, being really honest with yourself, and that's what you're doing as you're going within and really being honest and, you know, saying, do I really need this? Is this really something that's serving my highest good? And if it's not, you're allowing it to go. And if it's something you really need, then you're calling that energy forth. You know, okay, yes, I need honesty. I need truth. So I need a relationship that is honest and that has integrity, that inspires me. And these are the kind of honest questions and answers that will come. So I've pulled 3 cards here from this little deck that I just write little messages on from different thoughts and statements. So I pulled these as a message from your divine counterpart. And so I will put those off to the side for now. We'll go over those. But I want to see what you got here in your cards first. So we have anxiety, the number 18. Challenging times, which is the 5 of Wands. Okay, we have the Tower and the 6 of Swords. My goodness, you guys. With the Page of Wands, though. I'm feeling you, but this is like really good. This is really good. Beyond Death, Life, number 1 from the Rumi deck. Oh, wow. Be in service, okay. Dowsing Rods, Seeker. Spiritual growth. Yeah, I feel a lot of spiritual growth in this message. We've got the Dog, Loyalty, Sincerity, Unconditional Love. Dawn, New Beginnings. No Place Like Home. Teacher. See Only Love. And Rest, the number 15, okay? Oh, wow. You are a true warrior of unconditional love, and I feel already that you are someone who came here to break through the mental constructs and barriers of the fear-based consciousness. Like, you're going through a spiritual awakening, a growth, an expansion of your consciousness right now, and I feel like this is a part of your divine union. I feel like your divine counterpart is experiencing the same. This to me feels like the recognition and awareness of true divine unconditional love, and seeing through those eyes, seeing through your higher self, being in that energy of service where you want to give to the world in a positive way. You want to contribute to the world in a loving way. You want to be of service in a way that impacts things in a positive way, to inspire. You want to be the life force, you know, to contribute to love instead of fear. And with the anxiety card here, I feel like there's a lot that's been going on in your mind, and seeking the truth, really seeking your path and what is right for you, and, you know, breaking free of limiting thoughts and beliefs that kept you feeling like you didn't know what you were talking about, or crazy, or, you know, it's like you're learning to listen to your intuition and tap into your spiritual gifts. I see in this card, it's like there's a storm in the background, but there's also blue sky. And so it's like, I feel like this is, you know, the storm is clearing. Even in this card, it's like she's underwater, but the light, it's like she's down here in the depths, but the light is shining in. You know, it's coming in and lighting everything up. The light is coming in this card. The storm is receding. So, and I feel like with the dowsing rods here, it's like you're getting closer to like the water. You know, like they're searching for water. It's like you are fine-tuning your own compass, your own energy, and you're learning what feels right for you, and where that path of home is, you know, that feeling of home. No place like home. I feel like this is what you are being drawn towards, and you know your divine counterpart because they feel like home. So you're really in this process of letting go of things that are not true to who you really are, things that are not of love, that are not authentic to your highest good, to your growth at this time. And you're able to do that because you're in touch now with, you know, your feelings. It's like you're You've been in the mind. The fear-based consciousness has had you in the mind, but your strength lies in your emotions and your feelings, and being in that spirit of generosity and being able to nurture. You've got the dog here. This is loyalty. This is true unconditional love, like the dog's best friend. The dog comes to remind us the dog is so loyal, always there for its owner, its master, its person, no matter what. And it's about applying that same energy to yourself, being your own best friend, being there for yourself no matter what, loving yourself no matter what, good, bad, and ugly, and focusing on that connection of unconditional love and forgiveness and compassion, and tuning into that true essence. So I feel like you've been through it. It's like this is like you in the dark, but it's like you're recognizing how you are light. You are light in this very dark place. You are here to be of service. You are here to be of the light. You are here to anchor this love. But it's like, how can we anchor this love when we're in anxiety, when we're trapped in the mental conflict? This energy of the Five of Wands is competition and conflict and not seeing eye to eye. It's like, but as we embrace love, as we embrace the truth, we can see there's really no competition. It's not a race. You don't need to compete. You don't need to defend yourself or prove. But it's this initiation of change, of breaking free of those old limiting thoughts and programs. And those that are still in alignment with that, as you break free of it, there will be resistance and conflict and inner conflict, outer conflict. But it's really about learning how to hone in on what is true for you and having victory in your choice to rise above and choose love and allow others to be who they are. And at the same time being yourself. So this is allowing you to be really honest with yourself, to set yourself free of any sort of mental anxiety, fear-based thoughts. You're going through a spiritual awakening, and with the Six of Swords here, this is, that initiation period of moving from thoughts in our mind that are fear-based, the negative thoughts, the thoughts that are just low vibrational, that have us feeling sad and grief and loss and anger and resentment and just that round and round energy. You're moving on from that right now. You're moving towards calmer waters, and it's, the Tower is a spiritual awakening. The Tower is our consciousness expanding, seeing things from a new perspective, recognizing that this is ego, the ego death, the ego, things that are built based on the choices that we made these choices based on fear. So it was never something that was stable to begin with, but we've learned a lot, and it's a very humbling experience. It brings us down to the ground. It's beyond our control, but it's an opportunity to grow and to learn the wisdom that comes from that. So I feel like through this transition, you are embarking on a new journey that is inspired by love, that is inspired by passion, that is an inspiring, period. It is so inspiring, and it's a path of love and going home. Like, you're on the path of going home. You've had that ego death, that death of the old way of being, and you're now being born into this new energy of unconditional love that has always been who you are, but it's like you're attuned now to it. You've been able to let go of the things that were not tuned to your frequency, and you're like honing in on your own frequency, and it's like X marks the spot. You're going to follow it, and it's guiding you towards union with your divine counterpart. There's some sort of new beginning here, and it has to do with really being the example of unconditional love that you are. You're a teacher, a natural born teacher, and just the way that you express and are able to connect with others. I feel like people look up to you and are inspired by your ability to be humble and to rise above things and to be that light in the dark, to continue following your compass. That is so inspiring, that you are not giving up. Like, the dog is so loyal, it never gives up, right? And I also feel like Spirit's telling you to rest, to take this time. I want to read this card to you, actually. So chamomile is the flower. And jade brings good fortune. Jade is stone. When we are exhausted and worn out, nothing seems to go right. Bad luck and clumsiness haunt our steps. Make sure you honor the needs of your body, mind, and spirit by allowing for ample rest. You will be surprised how differently things look after a good night's sleep, and will find that good fortune is so much easier to find. I value the gift of sleep, which provides rest for the body and mind and opportunities for the spirit. I make sufficient time for sleep. So yeah, make sure that you're resting and sleeping. I know that for me, when I go through these like growth spurts of spiritual awakenings, like there is like this period where you may not be sleeping well at night, or you're having all of these dreams, and so you're interpreting them during the day, and you're feeling like a bit exhausted because you've been going within so much and really honing in on this energy, which can also lead to anxiety and those sorts of things. But it's just a matter of becoming more and more aware of it each and every day, and just allow yourself to rest. Unconditional love would tell you, just take a break, rest, relax, give yourself permission to have downtime every single day, to just be, to just not have anything to have to do or think about, to just allow yourself to be, to take a bubble bath, to relax in a meadow full of chamomile and jade, right? Because that's, but it's like, allowing yourself to take breaks, and it's a journey. It's not about reaching some destination. It's truly about enjoying the journey. And, with dawn, new beginnings here, and this, like, I feel this energy here again. Look, the light coming down. It's like the light is beginning to really, wow, I just noticed that in all these cards. It's so beautiful. It's like the sun is coming out. The sun is shining the way. You're coming out of the dark. You're coming out of a dark time. So you're on the path to true divine union. And let's see what your divine counterpart wants to say. Massive spiritual awakening. Our love feels comforting, and I want to be honest with you. Wow. So I feel like your divine counterpart is you guys are mirroring each other. And this is what I found in these unions that are divinely guided. It's energetically connected, and it's all about recognizing that we're each on this journey of growth and love, and it gives us the opportunity to truly practice unconditional love. Because who would we practice unconditional love, with, if it wasn't this person that we know was meant to be with us? And it's the one, there's many people that practicing unconditional love is our life, right? It is the way of life, but we have different connections with different people for that reason. And wow, our love feels comforting. And then you've got the no place like home, and I want to be honest with you. So I feel like there's a lot of mirroring in this connection. So by you choosing to take responsibility for your energy, for your, it's like your divine counterpart is doing the same. And it's like, as you both heal these parts within you, it allows the light to come out. It's like you're each inspiring each other to heal within each other what needed to be healed. And it's allowing you to step fully into who you really are. It's inspiring someone to want to be honest, to feel that place of no place like home that you're probably feeling as well. And the awakenings that occur with these relationships, where they inspire us and they awaken us to new levels of consciousness that we never would have imagined. And it's not necessarily that it's this person, but it's the choice to align to unconditional love, that choice to love ourselves unconditionally and align to who we really are, that authentic soul frequency with the dowsing rods here. It's your choice to align to your frequency, which then aligns you with those that are meant to be with you. So you begin to feel those divine counterparts in those relationships. So your divine counterpart is experiencing awakening as well. And I do feel a lot of peace and tranquility and honesty. Like you are letting go of things that are not honest, that are not true. You're letting things die that are keeping you stuck in any sort of mental anxiety, limiting thoughts and beliefs and programs. Wow. And I really feel like you are here to anchor this love in a powerful way, to be a light for others. Like you're someone who is here to inspire humanity, and it requires you to be strong and to be able to overcome things with that choice to align with unconditional love, knowing the universe has your back. You are that example. You are absolutely that warrior of love. Like, I just feel it, and it requires us to go through these very difficult energies to transmute them. So this is huge. I feel like there's a lot of healing happening and a lot of awareness of this true power within. So have faith and keep doing what you're doing, and trust that what you're feeling, what you're manifesting is coming to you, because it is. And keep tuning into the energy of who you really are, and being in service and bringing your light to this world, seeing only love. Okay, I just feel like this is beautiful, and I hope that it affirmed what you're feeling, and gave you some inspiration, guidance moving forward. I think this is beautiful, and I just thank you so much, you guys, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, for being here, for your personal readings, for joining me on Patreon and my Instagram. I'm so honored to connect with you guys, so grateful to be guided to create, and I truly hope that this inspires you to stay true to your path and your divine union, whatever that is for you. So thank you guys. I love you, and I will see you again very soon for the next pick a card. Peace out.